We've reached season 7 of our draft-only franchise on MLB the Show 23. And before we hop into our opening day action, there is some stuff I want to do and just kind of maybe set some expectations for this year. And honestly, what I'm hoping for is, can this team just be solid? Can it be more middle of the pack? I'm not expecting a playoff run this year by any means. Unfortunately, we're still rated as the worst team in baseball. That's obviously not great, not where you want to be by any means. We're all the way up to third in contact. I think we started spring training at second, so we dropped a spot there, but still dead last in both pitching and power, which is not fun at all. Just taking a look here at how we did in spring training. We see a lot of high averages with guys like Russell Mosqueda, who also hit 9 home runs. Maybe we see a really big season from him. Alberto Rincon over 300 as well. Sandoval struggled. Gill was not great, but McIntyre played well. Alden Evans played well, despite the fact that he will be starting the season on the bench this year. Chet Rodriguez hit just under 300. And then Darren Roman hit over 400. So a lot of really high averages in spring training could prove to maybe be a sign that we're going to be a really good contact team this year. But take a look at this. Our pitching in spring training was awful. We got 6.67 ERA, 1.84 WHIP, 4.88, 1.54. Doesn't make me want to puke, but it's still terrible. Juan Lima, gonna be the best guy we're gonna look at here. Esteban Acevedo's over 7 ERA. Bruno Fernando, who just got his potential up to B for winning Surprise Player of the Year last year, was awful. Over a 2 WHIP. Reed Willis, what is that? Reed Wills, I always call him Willis. It's Wills. Diego Moya, he was okay, not terrible. Juan Quintana over a 10 ERA. We really need guys like Edgar Torres and Tom Williamson to make the jump soon. Diego Moya, I'm undecided whether he'll start this season. I think he'll still start it at the AA level. Probably want him to get up into the MLB this year. We need pitching in the worst way. And I think it's pretty safe to say Tom Williamson will make the jump this year at some point. Don't want to start him out in the big leagues. I want him to get a chance to grow a bit and just prove that he's ready. I think he's got a really well-balanced skill set. Home runs per 9 and 52 isn't great. Control at 53 isn't great. But pretty much in the 70s for both strikeouts per 9 and hits per 9 right off the rip. Walks per 9, not great, but not awful. So just going to give him a chance to prove that he's ready in the AA, but if he's having a really good season at AA, we're calling him up here. Even though it's not maybe quote-unquote realistic for 18-year-old pitchers to pitch at the majors, we're doing a draft-only franchise. Nothing about this franchise series is all that realistic if we're being honest. So if he's ready, we're sending him up. That's basically how it's going to go. But, oh man, we definitely have some guys down here that have potential, but we need to see them get their development so that they can get up here. We need some hits per 9 and strikeouts per 9 from Edgar Torres in the worst way, some control as well, so we can get up here as well. Because it's really bad. And here it is, opening day against the Oakland Athletics in the Coliseum. And I know I said I was going to do the long-term sim of the Athletics before this season. I've recorded some of it, couldn't record all of it. And honestly, I'm not 100% committed to doing the whole long-term sim anymore. I think I might have waited too long. And just long-term sims I find not very fun, especially when I haven't played with the team in over a month. But Anyway, regardless, here we have a brand new season of White Sox baseball, and I'm very excited for it to see if we can improve on last year's poor performance. Going against Mariano Velasquez, I remember him coming out of the draft for sure. He was on my shortlist. That is a swing and a miss on the 2-2 pitch. Starting season 7 with a strikeout is Carl McIntyre. That is well struck on the first pitch. Jason Gill deep to right field. That should be extra bases. Excellent start for the right fielder. That is a strike. Jason Gill's trying to steal a bag, and he is tagged out at third. Don't know if we really needed that bag right there. I guess for the pop out, the fly out, but now we're down. We got 2 outs. And then the very next pitch is a pop up to first. And we are out of the inning scoreless. And a 5-pitch walk to start the season. Pringle is not the man he was. He was excellent when we pitched him in the minors, but man, he has struggled in the majors. He had an excellent debut. This one's gonna hit down as well. Oh boy, not a start that you're looking for Buster Pringle. Now 2 in scoring position, 0 down against the Athletics. I understand this is, 7 years into the future, so they're not the Athletics we know today. But goodness, Pringle. That is another hit on the 1-0 pitch. It's going to be 2 runs by Oakland here just in the first. And another man in scoring position. Still no outs. Getting ahead of a count for the first time in this game, and he takes advantage of it. 3-pitch strikeout. Infinitely better than what we saw with the first 3 ABs. Soderstrom. This one's popped up to left field. Now 2 straight outs on 5 pitches. 0-2 again, and a strikeout. All right. Gotta give credit where it's due. Buster Pringle rebounded really nice after those first 3 hitters all got him. I think we've seen at least 5 foul balls from Mosqueda here, and then he just watches that one. That was probably the best pitch he's seen in like 5 pitches. Okay. Rodriguez. He's gonna be flied out into foul territory on just 1 pitch, doing the exact opposite than what we saw with the first 2 guys, at least getting that pitch count up. Enriquez strikes it well, but it will be out at center field. That's a well-struck ball. That is going to land fair in the left field. Couldn't quite get that one to hook foul for us. So an extra base hit. 2 down here, bottom of the second. So Von Brown, dude, this guy for a 9-hitter, he was trouble for us last season when we faced the Athletics too. He's a 9-hitter. How can we not get this guy out? That is a diving attempt by Rincon, and it is on time. The throw to Pringle, who covered first base. Score the second. Roman, that is a well-struck ball. Going to be the first hit of the game. Excuse me, sorry, not the first hit. Jason Gill did get a hit in the first inning. But a good start to this season for Roman. Boyer very quickly behind 0-2 in his count here. And then he gets beamed. Bailed out there by Velasquez. That is a mistake. Left over from the middle for McIntyre. And that might bring home our first run, and it will. McIntyre picks up the RBI, and we've got runners now on the corners. That was jammed inside. Gill took the bait, and he's going to be out. 1-1. Rincon touches it down, and he's going to tie this game up for us. 2 apiece. Offense coming alive in the third. That is not going to get it done, so we'll have to settle for 2 runs here in the third. Went from 0-2 to allowing a walk to get off there. Okay, I did. Actually, throw him a pitch after 0-2. Don't throw 4 straight balls. Gosh. Badu looking to get another hit off of Pringle, and he cannot pitch against the top of this order. Can we get the throw in time? Yes, we do. The score will remain 2 apiece because Giloff got a little bit overzealous there. But my gosh. Pringle cannot hit the top, cannot pitch against the top of this order, excuse me. Just got lucky there, honestly. Going for the steal. That's got to be in time, isn't it? Yes, it is. Out number 2. Nice throw by Sandoval. Duo. That is fair. Okay. And the tag out there. Nice throw by Rodriguez. Overzealous base running. Got all 3 of the outs for the Athletics in that. Pringle did nothing. Ooh. Tough pitch to strike out on there for Sandoval. Rodriguez, he's getting on base for the first time this year on that 2-2 pitch that he put right back up the middle. We get a cookie. I'd like to see him take it, but he did not get that cookie. 4-pitch walk. Head 3-1. Boyer, that was going to touch down into right field. Going to score 1 at least, maybe 2. And we're not going to try for that second. I think that was smart for sure. Now 2 guys in scoring position for the squad, and we take the lead. More importantly, now 3-2. Boyer, consistently clutch. That is ball 4, and Benitez will walk. We got the bases juiced for Carl McIntyre. Brought home a run, his last plate appearance. McIntyre behind here. And he's gonna get doubled up. Pretty much the worst thing he could have done in that situation. And he went ahead and did it. Tough to fall behind the count there. Seems like Pringle has been pitching away from Soderstrom. Everything has been well outside. And he's going to do it for a walk. I don't know if that was on purpose. It seemed to be, because pretty much all 4 of his walks were in that same position that he just pitched that 4th ball in. That is grounded to short. Can we get 2 here? No, we cannot. Just could not quite beat that runner to first, but we will get our first out of the inning. This is another throw out by Sandoval. Quit trying to still throw it on this guy. He's got a decent arm behind that plate. Certainly good enough to make this play on the regular. 2 apiece for Jason Gill. He's going to look at that one. A good pitch by Velasquez there. And another strikeout. 2 in the inning already for Mariano Velasquez. On Velasquez. Kind can we stop looking at cookies with the 3-0 count? Like, if he throws a cookie on a 3-0, swing your gosh heckin' bat, dude. We get the hit one pitch later regardless. So it's fine. But like the game is coded where if it's a 3-0, the batter just won't swing. He just doesn't do it. This is going to be popped up. It's going to end the 5th for us. Sandoval could not bring Mosqueda home. That's a strikeout by Boyer. Hoagland in to relieve Velasquez in the 6th and had a very good inning to start his afternoon. Baddoo hit well again. This one's gonna go down. He's 3 for 3 on the day, dude. Pringle cannot figure out Baddoo at all. Chapman lifted. Gill makes the play on it. Gonna be a tag situation for Baddoo. All we need is that last out without allowing a run. 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. 2 runs on the board for Oakland. And that should be an out here to end the inning. And it will be just that. Payoff pitch coming for McIntyre. And he swings at the changeup underneath the zone. 2 outs. Got an even count for Jason Gill. And another strikeout on the changeup. It's been 6 consecutive outs for Gunnar Hoagland. Making it very difficult to extend our lead. That's a 1-2-3 pitch strikeout there. Nicely done by Richie Rivera to start his afternoon. Chopped to third, Mosqueda gloves it and throws it on time to first. Sweeney, that one not quite going to get through the infield. Boyer, throw on the move is good. So we've got ourselves the same score. Scoring is really toned down here in these middle innings. That is a strikeout looking. Dude, we cannot hit Hoagland right now at all. The dude's just powering through our lineup. That is a strikeout on Sandoval. This offense just falls on its face in the late innings. Over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's the same script we've seen a dozen times at least from this team. 3-1 to Torres. He is drawing himself a walk. And then he's going to be pinch run by Robert Poisson. .3-0 pitch to Geloff. I just now realized that Poisson was actually called out on the throw-over. I'm just so used to that being safe that I didn't even consider the possibility that he was actually out. Geloff here. Gonna ground out here to Mosqueda, assuming the accurate throw, which of course is made. We've not seen really fielding errors from Mosqueda in any of our spotlight games. Just falling on our face offensively in the back half of a baseball game. Bartolo Ordóñez is getting another chance to be the closer this year after being the setup man last year with Ezra being our closer. We're going to give him a chance. 0-2, and we got him swinging at the sinker. 2-2, he did go around. Second strikeout of the inning. Just need one more, baby, and we've got this game in the bag. We walk Soderstrom. All right. This one up the middle, and it's going to get through. Mita's just stopped even trying for it. And Oakland has somebody in the scoring position, dude. You just need one out, my guy. I do not like Ordonez as a closer. I'll just say that right now. Wasn't even a competitive pitch. There we go. Finally, we got the out. Very glad that game didn't go into extras. And Pringle's going to end up picking up the opening day victory. 1-0 on the season for him. With, I think, what is that, a 3 ERA? So not bad at all. Both teams with 7 hits, but we got that extra run. No errors at all on opening day either. I'm curious to see who will win player of the game. I didn't mean to press... it will be a Bartolo Ordonez. I was going to say nobody on offense even had a multi-hit game. Pringle allowed, 2 runs, so it wasn't spectacular. Don't think Ordonez was that good either, if I'm being honest. I felt like everybody was just kind of like a B- today, and it was good enough to get the win. So we'll take that opening day dub. I'm not going to complain about a dub all that much at all. What I do want to do is get through this first season with Oakland, and we will win it 3-1. So a 3-1 start to the season. We scored 12 and 11. I kind of want to see what our offense was looking like here in these games. We had home runs from McIntyre and Mosqueda, 3 RBIs from McIntyre, 3 from Mosqueda, and then Gil, Sandoval, Rodriguez, Roman, and Boyer with 2 as well. Everybody was getting in on the action except for Alberto Rincon, unfortunately. And then here we scored 11 the very next day, and got home runs from Rincon, who, he wasn't involved the previous day, got 5 RBIs the next. Mosqueda with 2, Roman with 3. So there you have it. Scouting wise, I just want to give a quick look. Obviously, we don't really know much about the top of this class, but here's how it's looking right now. Doesn't look like there's a generational player. Of course, we don't pick until number 5. So even if there was a generational, no guarantee he'd be there for us. I guess my face is covering our picks, but we pick at 5 here this year. Found that out, of course, in the off season. Maybe a good guy to be the shortstop of the future for us here with this guy, but of course, we don't know too much about this class until we scout it. Really, the only thing you look for at the week 1 is if you think there's any generationals, maybe here with Fabio Portillo. Though typically with a generational, they're going to be at the top of the class. I don't think it will be with Portillo either. I don't think he's going to be generational, but so looks like we're going to miss out on that. But I think we'll have plenty of opportunities to draft a good player at that number 5 overall pick. So we'll just have to scout and figure it out. But that's all I've got for this first episode. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back soon with another, and I will see you then.